So before this video gets started, if you want to become a Postmates driver and start delivering food and making $20, $30, sometimes even $40 per hour, use my link and code down below so you can get some extra money when you use my code, and you can get a guaranteed amount of $500 up to $700, sometimes even up to $1,000 depending on your area, depending on how many new drivers they need. And demand is through the roof right now, so hop on that right now. Use my link to sign up for Postmates. And now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 delivery apps that are in big demand right now. Just because of everything that's going on with quarantine, coronavirus, and everything. Just a lot, and all the huge restrictions on rideshare driving, like both drivers and passengers have to wear a face mask at all times or else they won't get a ride. A lot of people, and a lot of businesses are closed. Schools are closed still. A lot of universities announced that for the fall they will be online, so that is big news. So what that means is that a lot of college students are not going to be going out, getting rides, out to the bars and nightclubs, restaurants, even dine-in restaurants are closed still, and people aren't just comfortable going out and about yet. So what we have seen is that food delivery apps are in really high demand and actually have gone up quite a bit, and a lot more people are now comfortable ordering food from some of these apps that I'm going to be talking about today. Before I get started, use the link down below. If you want to sign up for Postmates, you can get a guaranteed amount of earnings if you use my code. It could be up to $500, $700, $1,000 depending on your area. So just use my code and you can see how much you can get. So yeah, let's get into the video. These are the 5 biggest apps for food delivery. All right, so the first app that is in huge demand right now, and I'm sure you already know what it is, but it is Postmates. Uber just bought Postmates for over $2 billion. A lot of the venture capital firms that had invested in Postmates are now, reaping the benefits and cashing out, and they are getting tons of money. But drivers specifically are making a lot more money now with Postmates just because it did transfer over to Uber, and Uber, is obviously very successful, and it is the biggest, most successful gig app out there. So with this new transition, I definitely recommend hopping on Postmates. Again, you can use my link and code down below to get that referral promo when you use my code and link. But other than that, when you're doing Postmates, I've done Postmates. I'm a Postmates driver. I haven't done it in a little bit. I just ordered my new card, and I'm probably gonna start going out as soon as I get it. I thought I had it and I couldn't find it, so I just had to order a new one. But I think it'll get here within the week. So I'm gonna be sharing my earnings with Postmates. I've done it. I did Chick-fil-A was one of the orders I did. Honestly, it's really easy, really simple. Right now I feel more comfortable doing food delivery than rideshare, just because you don't need to be in a car with somebody so close, and you can kind of just I don't like really wearing a mask all day, so if I just need to put on a mask, grab the food, drop it off, that's a lot easier for me. The second app is DoorDash. DoorDash is also a big food delivery company. They're in huge demand right now. They also have big promos going on. I don't really care if you use my link and code for DoorDash. It's not as good as the Postmates one, but I'll still leave my code down there for you as well. But DoorDash, pretty similar to Postmates, except that I would say that Postmates just is people are more comfortable ordering Postmates. And I personally order from Postmates too as like a customer. And what was I gonna say? Postmates does a lot more than DoorDash. DoorDash just is mostly food, restaurant, like from restaurants, but Postmates actually does like you can order stuff from the grocery store even, or like I'm pretty sure you can even Postmates like alcohol, or yeah, I Postmated alcohol before, or pharmacy stuff. Like there's a lot more options with Postmates, but DoorDash still is good. They're more like, maybe some restaurants use DoorDash more than Postmates. The third one, GrubHub. I'm not gonna say too much on GrubHub. It's pretty much the same as DoorDash, except they just use different restaurants, different branding. In LA, GrubHub is super popular for some reason, but in the Bay Area, GrubHub is not as popular. Everyone just uses DoorDash. I don't really know why. It just kind of varies by location. So check out, I would honestly just download like all of these and then just like see which one has more demand in your area. Or maybe try one day of each app and be like, oh, well, this app is way busier than the other one. I wouldn't do the whole like doing 4 or 5 apps at a time, just because it just gets messy when you're like, I mean, maybe two apps, maybe 3 apps at the most, that you're like, okay, these apps are both really popular. I'm talking about food delivery apps. If you want to do rideshare and food delivery, that's great. But if you're doing Postmates, DoorDash, Uber Eats, GrubHub, you're just doing all, it gets mentally exhausting. So if you want to do Postmates and DoorDash, be like, okay, I'm gonna do these 2 only today, and you're kind of switching back and forth. I feel like that's fine. And you want to hit those weekly promos. So if you're spreading yourself out too thin, you're just gonna end up not getting those weekly promos. That's why you might want to stick to just Postmates, for example. The next one, Uber Eats. Uber Eats, that's probably the most notable one. It will be interesting to see what Uber Eats and Postmates do, if they kind of work together or incentivize drivers to, drive both, just because they're owned by the same company now. But it will be interesting. And Uber's probably going to try to buy DoorDash too, and GrubHub. We'll see what happens with that. I think Uber just wants to take over the whole food delivery business. And yeah, so Uber Eats. And then the last one, guys, is Instacart. Instacart is grocery delivery, so it's still food delivery, but it's not. This one, it requires a lot more work. It's totally different vibe than doing Uber Eats or Postmates or what the other ones I talked about. Instacart, you actually have to go into the grocery store and shop and get all this stuff, which is hella annoying if you don't like grocery shopping. If you like grocery shopping, if you like running around, you're gonna burn hella calories. But if you want to just, drive around, pick up the food and go, do Postmates or the other ones. But if you want to do Instacart, honestly, I've done Instacart a lot. I've only done it like with my friend though, and that was like fun. But if I had to do it by myself, I low-key would not enjoy it. And my buddy, you guys might have seen the video. We vlogged like a whole week of Instacart shopping with Elias. He's a funny guy. We were like running around, joking, laughing. I drive, he shops mostly. I mean, we kind of like, that's how we did it. It's more fun that way. But if you're doing it by yourself, I could see how draining that would be. So anyways, guys, those are the 5 food delivery apps that are in big demand right now. Thank you for watching today's video. And again, use my link down below for both GetUpside to save money on your gas fill-ups, and then also Postmates if you want to be a new Postmates driver. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye, guys.